Tenants Victoria is showcasing a rental rights forum at this free event on Wednesday, the 11th of May 2022. It starts at 7 p.m. This is an online event only. It's a helpful and informative session that will explain rental rights from the point of view of international students. It's presented by an expert lawyer from Tenants Victoria. This is the peak body for Victorian renters, people who rent properties in Victoria. During this online session, you'll find out about your rights in different types of renting situations. And this might be when you're in a share house or when your name's not on the lease. Now, how can you minimise your costs if you break the lease? Learn all about that during this session. You can also learn, and you have rights to challenge a rent increase and how to get your bond back. There's a lot of common questions on renting, and these will be addressed by the expert lawyer running this session. And also another question is particularly for renters whose first language is not English, and for international students that's a very common challenge, isn't it? And for people who are living in Melbourne who've recently arrived from overseas, there's a lot of rules about renting. You need to learn about what your rights are so that you can have There's a lot of rules about renting. Don't be scared, don't be put off by the challenges. Know your rights and make sure that everything is set in your favour. Register now, the link is below in the description. G'day and welcome to This International Student Life. We tell stories and our story is international student education, and what a great event this is. G'day and welcome to This International Student Life. We're presenting a series of episodes about Melbourne's International Student Week. This is all presented as part of This is all presented by Study Melbourne and Jobs Victoria. Wise Words Media is always looking for great stories about international students in Melbourne, and we're always keen to share any story of any student here that we think might be helpful to those. You might be currently overseas just trying to decide whether to come to Australia, and we know it's a very significant factor for a lot of students from Asia and Southeast Asia that confidence in their English skills, English as a second language, is a big barrier to overcome. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and we'll chat to you soon. This International Student Life is produced by Wise Words Media. This episode contains nil paid promotions. All information in this episode is taken from sources available to the public in the public domain. Wise Words Media accepts no responsibility for any errors or omissions of information in this episode. Melbourne International Student Week is presented by the Committee for Melbourne and proudly sponsored by Study Melbourne as an initiative of the Economic Development Department of the Victorian State Government.